Hey, what up, guys? And today we are going to look at the new weekly shorts. But before we get into it, we gotta see the records on the last shorts. So let's see. First map of last week's weekly short. Let me put the 5 ones. So Flechette is in first. Okay, so yeah, really good lines at the start. A little nosedive there, and yeah, pretty basic map to be fair. And the next map, let's see, we got Misto first from Japan. Okay, good line. A little drift there, and then yeah, really good lines. And let's get into the next map. I didn't hunt these maps, so my records are not as good. Did he do the jump? No. Okay, like he's doing some plastic bounces. And a really good bounce there to get into the finish. I actually have to watch this again. So, how does he do this jump? Oh, it bounces right on the corner. No, yeah, that's insane though. Really good map. And really good AT to be fair. Not AT, you understood. No, world record. Then we have Tara TM on the full speed map. Okay. Some extremely good turn, and yeah. They were really close to each other. But as you can see, there's some speed slides there. Not in the start, but later. Right here. The speed slides just gets you so much boost and a really good turn. He did a plastic bounce there on the wall just so we could turn faster. Then the last map, we got also there at DM in first. Let's see. Good turn. Good turn again. Really good speed, and yeah. Yeah, pretty simple map. And for some reason, let's see who got the best. So Lekas is region, get the world. Yeah, so Dara got the first place, and in second Flechette this. Now let's look into today's new weekly maps, weekly shorts. Let's get into it. Okay, so start off with the engine off. A little tight turn there. I guess we gotta do something like a drift, maybe. Yeah. Okay, let me try to get this a little bit better. Okay, again, pretty simple AT for the look, but short map, no brakes, so I need to take like something like this, then I have to do this turn. Yeah, probably something like that. I did lose speed here at the start. Again, it's about 10 minutes each map. Yeah, here I lose too much speed. Although it feels a little bit better, it's not. Okay, 0.20. But the thing is, I need to be able to keep speed here, so I think I'll do something like this. Do a little release, then I'm outside, and I just do a little tap. Okay, seems not to be the fastest way. I'll try to find the fastest way for you guys. You will know what to do. I think you can do something like this. Yeah, that little jump seems to be the answer. I have a lot more speed now, but I'm much slower too. Let's see. Here is like a close turn. Then, okay, maybe this little jump. Yeah. Then you go straight into a drift. I did miss the drift. Let's see how much I would get. About 17.1. I think that's it. I think that's the strat. Because going closer here doesn't seem to be possible. Unless you take this route. Maybe it is right. It is. Then you're gonna go outside. So you do need to take this little jump. Something like this. Exactly like this. Allowing you to keep the speed. Then you do a small drift. And you go into the finish. That seems to be the strat until now. Maybe there is some shortcut, but I doubt it. Let's see if we can get this right. Okay, not exactly perfect, but we can deal with it. Yep. The top 6,000. This one is gonna stay in about the milliseconds because, to be fair, it doesn't seem like a really complicated map. And since it's short, it's just, you know. The earlier you get there, the better. You need to keep speed into the... Maybe I can do this to get more speed. Then I'll have more speed. Doesn't seem to be the answer. Yeah, and you need to do that little jump. It doesn't have to be big, it just needs to be the jump, right? So something like this should be more than enough. No, even too much there. You can cut the turn by tapping drift again, but I don't think this turn. Okay, got it a little bit better this time. Yeah, something like this. That's a really good turn, even though it's not, you know, top 1,000, but this seems like a really good time. I did a bad start there. This is a little bit better when it comes to gripping, and I did miss this, even though I'm a little bit faster than. So yeah, if you basically want to get full grip there, doing the first turn, then the rest is going to be, you know, do something like this, try to keep the grip, then you do something like this and try to keep it short. So something like this will be 0.2 faster, which is already under 16 seconds, under 17 seconds I mean, but yeah. Okay, now good turn. Yeah, I definitely could have done that a little bit shorter, which made me lose speed because my drift was bad. And now let's try it again. It doesn't seem really out of the map, although this is going to ruin my thing. Yeah, you really want to start the drift outside, so you go as close as possible. So something like this, you will lose speed, not by a lot, but you will lose speed. So you want to start the drift on the left corner and basically go as much of inside as possible. This might be fast. Let me try. Yeah, something like this. Gonna make you keep the speed, but you need to try to get the full grip after the turn. I did hit the wall there. I'm gonna do one more improvement in this map and we're gonna move into the next one. Usually first maps are the easiest ones, and you know, also the shortest ones. Yeah. Definitely need a better turn there. I need to start more left and only start to drift when I turn to the right, instead of starting the drift right before I do that. So something like this, as you can see now, I'll do this, then I need to hit the drift later. That was also too late, but yeah, just let me try to get a good one and then we move on. Although something like this will be a little bit faster if I didn't hit the grass. It's still not as good as it could be. Let's do this. Make a good turn. Yeah, this one is really good. And yep, got up to 1000. Let's move on to the next map. Let's see what we got. Okay, so evening curse, right? Cruise, evening cruise. Okay, I think we should get something like this to keep speed. We gotta jump. Okay, not expecting that. You have to turn. Then you can do this little jump here. I think there's a strat here, as you can see. Let me show you. You can do this jump if you have enough speed. I think that's gonna be the strat in this map, and probably something like doing this jump too, which seems like the the shortcuts that you can do here. Maybe you don't even need to do that. Just take this and then go like that. I think that seems the most logical option. But let's try it. I mean, going outside there, you're gonna lose a lot of speed, so definitely cutting that part is best. So, okay. Not bad. Good turn. And we can definitely do the jump. No, we couldn't. I'm going to set the timer with the jump. For you to be able to do the jump, you need to have a lot of speed, and not this one, but the other one. And you need to take an angle on it. So it might be faster just to go into the road. Something like this. This would be, I didn't see the timer, but that's good. I see it now. Okay, it's not able to keep the grip there. But yeah, that seems to be the strat. So here maybe I can take a smaller loop to have more exit speed, because on those little turns you do get faster if you take it lower like this. Here, something like this. Then straight to the road, and yeah, that seems really good. I think a lot of people didn't see it, because I see that with this timer, which was not really good, and I still got 4000. I have much more speed this time. I do this jump like this. Yeah. Now, maybe if I go higher, come lower, I can maybe get more speed. Although I said before that going, on the lower side of this gives you more speed for the exit, but that doesn't mean it's better, because the exit you need to instantly go down, so it might be ruining the run. So I'm not sure. You want to get grip there, as much grip as possible, because it's always fast in the road and grass. So let's try that again. Better turn, right? Good turn. Got more speed now. And okay, close one. But yeah, definitely that's the shortcut of the map. I don't think there's much to say about it. I didn't see anything else. I can look in Cam 7 maybe, but I don't seem I don't think there's anything here that we can improve much more without being the start and the PF end, because this is not actually the best. Can we actually do the full jump like this? Water bounce? Ooh. We might have another strat. Like if we do a water bounce into the finish, it might be possible. I'm not sure how, but it might be possible. So yeah, maybe that's the shortcut of the shortcut, but I'm gonna try it one time or two, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. But you would want to go outside and then inside and try to get a good jump with water bounce. You could aim it a little bit, but you need more speed here. But yeah, that's definitely possible. I believe that anyone can do that. Not anyone, but someone will be able to do that. And I hope they find that, because it's really interesting. Now here, of course, you want to start turning before you go into the road, because if you don't, you're gonna have too much speed and you will not be able to turn in the dirt. Just not remembering the name. Now this is a good speed, but I could not control the car. Maybe we can get the resets from the jump, which is going to allow us to get more speed here. That might be possible too, but I believe the water jump is just going to be the overall faster. I do see an angle here. Maybe not. No, this is nothing. Okay. You start early. You go out. Come in. Start to turn. You go high, so you can get speed. And then you try to do the water bounce. Oh yeah. I believe that's possible. Yeah, like this I should be able to get it. Oh, really close. I need more speed there. Maybe I'm able now. Yeah, that's definitely possible. I just don't know if it's gonna be faster. But I think it will. Because you are going directly into the finish. Let me try a normal. And again, yeah, I did lose speed there, but I do believe that's faster if you just take the water jump. Let's try it with a little bit of a better start. We take this angle and we go out. Try it again. Now, for you to be able to do the water bounce, you need to take a really deep inside line and go outside. Unless you can go higher in the grass there before you go into the turn. I don't believe it's going to be possible unless you do, of course, that. So you would need to go here higher and start turning. And with that turn, you would be able to jump here and then be able to go into the finish. I do believe that's going to be the final strat of this map, but I'm not sure. You can always try it though, so if you want to have some fun grinding these maps. Until now, these weekly shorts seem really pleasing to play. But yeah, I'm going to do 1 or 2 more tries on that. If I'm not able to, I'm going to move on. Okay, that's faster. Okay, still not good because the angle here needs to be a little bit more to the side because the lowest part there is that green area. So we want to be able to go left then right before the water. Oh, okay. You know, when I said 1 or 2 more tries, I meant try to get into the water and do the bounce. If they are not good, then I'm not gonna try it, of course. Something like this, then you go in, then you go out, then you jump. Ooh, that was delayed because I touched. If I didn't touch, I would have the bounce maybe perfect. Maybe I'm just touching it and I shouldn't be touching it. I should let the bounce happen. I'm not sure. Let me try it with something. Yeah, definitely if you steer to one side, as you can see there on the right, if you steer, the bounce is going to be lower. So unless you have a lot of speed, then you cannot, you know, click right or left. So I'm gonna try to angle that, but that's definitely possible. Okay, good turn. I'm keeping a lot of speed. Oof, close one. Yeah, that's definitely the end. You can definitely do that. Maybe you don't need to go as outside as I was going to keep the speed. Like you can just go here. I'll need more speed to do that. But yeah, that's definitely possible. I'll try it one more time and then we are going to move on into the next map. Usually map 3 is something like a puzzle or multi, you know, roads and stuff like that. So I really want to see what we got there. See if there's any interesting shortcut, because on these maps there's always something that you can do, or at least something that you can try. Then yeah, okay, so we're going to move on, but that's definitely something that we could do, so we got to keep that in mind. Then let's see. Oh, I skipped. I wanted to, I don't know what I did. Let me cam 7 this first, because I know that, wait, okay, so this seems like a normal road with a double checkpoint with a other turn. Seems like you have to take the 2 checkpoints, right? So you had to do something like this, turn around, then go back around. I don't know, but maybe you can just insta skip it by going inside line and maybe jumping if we can. Then we would turn, get into here, then I don't know. I think that's a little too complicated. So let me try again. Let's do this. Let's do it the normal way first, but you definitely see boosters down there. There's something about it. Okay, that's a jump. Something about it that I can definitely see. Something like this. Yeah, oh yeah, that's nothing. Yeah, that's the option that you should take. As you can see, just do this. That's the first thing that I got from it. Then here, this is just like a weird road. Oh, that's insta finish. So we can do something like a bug slide, maybe. Try to get the road a little bit differently. Maybe something like this into a bug slide. If you can angle it. Maybe you can angle the bug slide in the wall. Or maybe you can try to just do the normal jump, get a little bit of grass, and then cut this like this. I don't know, but let's check. This map is definitely interesting, and of course, always full of, you know, different roads that you can take. I'm just gonna try to do a little bit better finish on this road, and then I'm gonna look at the other roads. Maybe there's something we can do there. Yeah, sorry guys. I hope the sound wasn't too loud, but yeah, that's a good end. Okay, not a good end, sorry. Good start. Then we do insta jump there. This was not the best, but that's a better end. Let's try it now on another roads. We can definitely do a better jump there. Wait, something might be wrecked. this. Now, I don't know how they want me to go into something like this, because there is a road here. Like, we can somehow get there, right? I think I know how. I just saw it. You see this? This. You can jump, right? If you jump into here, you can jump into the road. And then jumping into the road, you can jump into the finish. I don't know if this is gonna be faster, but that's definitely a strat too. Let's just try it a little bit. More speed. That's a bad start, but doesn't seem to be the worst. A 14. That's what I did. This definitely doesn't look as great as it did before, but maybe I can go into, we can go into an angle where we do bug slide straight into the road. That might be the strat. Let's see. Oh, okay. I'll try to turn a little bit more, so I get speed, get a good turn, and I grip it like this. Yeah, might be something. Okay, it doesn't look as bad as I thought, but it's definitely harder to hit, Oh. The jump there is not gonna be the strat, I can guarantee you that, unless you want to have less speed. Okay, let's turn a little bit more. I don't know, the bug slide there, the angle seems really hard to hit. Because you will slide out. Unless you get a shorter angle for the bug slide. Like that. If you don't, you're gonna slide out. I'm gonna try the other road. Because I can see there that if you do this, you can go here. That's faster, but it's definitely easier then to turn on the, just do the little jump. Okay, so something like this will make it easier to then jump, but that doesn't seem faster too. I think definitely this one is a strat. A low jump there, a good turn, and then a good jump into the road. To hit the booster and then straight into the finish seems to be the best, at least from what I've seen. Let's try to better it a little bit more. Definitely we can jump earlier. Yeah, this seems to be the strat. We might see something crazy in the records, but I think that's the strat for y'all to take. Of course, try to jump as early, then go as short as you can. When I say short, I mean as wide. You have as wide and as close, but I always say short for some reason. Just fits better to my dialogue or something like that. We can definitely also better this a little bit more, because as you can see, you can get this jump. Not going against the wall, of course, but we can get that jump a little bit better. So you take the jump here on the start. Take this. You take also the bumper, and you do this jump, and you try to get it. Now, of course, you want a good angle so that you don't be sliding out. Something like this, then you go straight into the jump. Should be the strat, right? That's better, a little bit better, but we can do it also faster by maybe trying to skip as much of the road again, doing the jump instantly, and doing it short, but yeah, that's definitely the strat for what I've seen, and I'm just going to try to get one more improvement, and we are going to move on into the next. Now that seems to give more speed, but maybe it's not faster, of course. We want to not get any time in the penalty grass, so something like this. The slower it gets lower. The finish is slower there, so definitely something like this. Straight into the finish. It should be right there. As you can see, most of these records are probably the same strat. But this map just came out today. There's already so many people that have played it. Okay. Can definitely do something like that, of course. Maybe it's not the best option. Let's see. We do this, instant turn. Okay, this is fast, right? Oh. Not fast, but too wide of an angle there on the finish. Okay, this is a good nose bug. Not nose dive. Boink, boink. Yeah, that's really good, top 2000, and let's move on to the next map. Going into the map 4, we see that fast turns. So is this like an Oscar map? No, I don't think so. So till now, normal driving, a little bit of a drift there. Keep the full grip so you can speed slide. No need to do much there, and then a close finish. There's probably something that is going on, because this is really weird. You definitely do something like this. Keep the grip, continue. Maybe do the turn lower, or start this earlier without drifting. I think that's possible. I didn't need to release there, but I want to see if we can take this lower. I mean, we can, but I don't know, there must be something that I'm not seeing yet. But definitely there's something. I did doing this, keeping the speed, then going inside. Boom. I mean, that's 9,000, but this seems to be the strat. There's probably something that I'm missing, as usual. It goes more inside line. Maybe we can take a more outside line here, so that we can go in and then do this turn, keeping the grip, getting much more speed, and going to the end. Although that's faster, I don't think we need to do that outside. We can do this inside line, like this. Then we can do the turn, keeping the full grip again. Maybe I do need to start the turn later, so I come closer on the inside. So something like this. Then I do this. So I get on the start of this ramp, I'm more inside line. Definitely this weird thing is messing stuff up. Maybe there's a way to skip that by just doing this. But I don't know, this is like a weird transition. As you can see, this does a little bit of a jump. Definitely not faster to go outside. If you are wondering, no, outside there is not better. But inside line here might be better, so I'm keeping the grip. I'm a little bit faster by milliseconds. And then, okay, we need to stop turning before, while we are doing that loop, the ramp, we need to stop moving, so let me show you. Once we get to the point where it's going to jump, we stop it a little bit, and that's going to be able to not drift there, so you're not going to lose that speed, which is really important, especially in these runs. And here we can definitely take a better drift inside, and it's definitely better, so you let it go and then you take it. Although I did miss it a little bit there, but this map seems really simple. I don't see anything, at least I didn't see anything yet that we can do, like a skip or something, because you know the checkpoint is right there, unless there is like a jump strat or something like that, which I doubt it. I don't think there is going to be a way to improve this much better. So definitely just better turns and better drifts are going to be the key role in this. Of course, don't let go of accelerator and just try to do that turn a little bit better. Definitely, if you can do this drift inside, you can definitely keep more speed. No, I wouldn't say speed, but we can definitely keep the, you know, the same speed, but a little bit faster. So if I do something like this, I'm going to get here faster, and then I don't think the rest is faster, right? Yeah, definitely not. Gotta try to get one more improvement, and then I'm moving on. I think there's just some close corner drifts, and it's really perfected lines. Definitely going a little bit more on the inside before the drift there is going to help you, because if you go outside you can keep the speed, and you go up, you stop turning there so you don't drift out, and then as you can see I got more speed there. So I just need to do that as well, because here I did miss it, as you can see. Definitely not it, because I missed it again. But yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to better. Maybe we can better in this run, but okay, that's better now. Oh, it's a close one. I think the problem that I'm having now is I need to keep this closer. So I need to start turning here, then take the drift. The drift is gonna go really outside, and you go in really close. Do this, and boom, not PB. Okay, I really don't know what like I did in the other one for this to be much better than these ones, but it's definitely something to do with the turn. Yeah, let me see something. Take the turn as inside as possible. I mean, it does say close turn, so maybe the thing that I did there by going up on the turn here, like this little upwards movement, might not be as bad as I thought. And here you can take the speed, and yeah, go as close as possible. So yeah, just close turns and fast, of course. Do a little drift and that's it. Let's go into the next map, because this map there's not much that we can say. Ooh, we see some ducks in the... Okay. Got altar cars. Oh, okay. So if you go straight forward, it's not gonna work. Yeah, it's definitely not gonna work. You gotta take an angle, maybe. Yeah. So I can see that if you go completely left, we can enter the tunnel. Then we do lose speed here. This is a really good tunnel with wet tires, of course. Who doesn't like wet tires? More ducks that kill you. I did get there in a bad timer. And then the end. This is interesting, okay. I was not expecting a map with ducks that kill you, but sure, why not? And there's a strat there, maybe. I don't know how you want me to go into that. Maybe by doing a bounce somewhere, but definitely don't see it. Let's see, if I didn't get that, I would have an 80 run. Boing. Boing. Holy. There's still other time there, so. But definitely interesting, I would say that. Definitely interesting, to say the least. But I don't know, it just feels weird driving driving a car on wet wheels and plastic, and then having to dodge the ducks. Because I don't know if you can do anything like a bug slide here, maybe. I don't know, I always talk about bug slides because I really like bug slide maps. Let me do a turn. Oof, style points, right? Another turn. I know I'm going to PP on this thing, but the turns are not the strats, trust me. 15,000 to the turns. There's definitely something that I'm missing, that's for sure. For sure. A little bit better. But I really don't know. I need to get a way to get into the ducks. Around them, maybe. Or get this end. Which we can we can definitely get that by going up on the wall and then going straight into the left, which might be, you know, you can do that by just doing this. Going up on the wall, the speed, then here you go up, then you turn the car sideways and try to get into that. But I don't think that's gonna be faster, because if you can keep a grip and just continue the turns by doing it smoothly, I do believe it's gonna be much faster. As you can see, that's already faster, and then normal smooth turn makes it also much faster. But I did lose speed because I did eat a little bit of a duck there. So let me try it again. Doing this speed, jumping, good, going out, boink. As Granada says, suck, but that's him, not me. A good turn. I believe just clean driving will get us the 80, not the 80, the like up 2k, up 3k. That's usually what I go into, like what I put my mind into these weekly short runs, because I do not want to play a lot of time and put a lot of effort into those weekly shorts, unless that is one that I really enjoy it. That I really like, and I want to, maybe try out the shortcut that I think that I can get maybe a clean finish and get a good place, because overall it does take a lot of time to grind these maps, because only doing, let's say, if you passed 1 hour in each map, we are talking about 5 hours, which is not, insane, if you are talking about in a week, but 5 hours is not enough to get an AT, not an AT, world record in any of these maps against these people, because they're just better overall than us, than me. Okay, a little bit better finish. Seems clean. Try to go outside. This duck messed my stuff up. Then you go like this, and that would have been a little bit better. This is also definitely just about keeping the turns clean. Oh, whatever that is. Now that's a good jump into the wall. Oh. This duck messed my stuff up. What? No, that's not the strat, trust me. Okay. I did an accidental 360 there, but I don't see 360s being useful here, so I'm going to get a good amount of speed on here. Of course, if I could keep the speed, but I couldn't because I drift out. That's the only thing bad about wet wheels, is that there's no real way to keep the speed well. Unlucky duck. Let me see something. I want to see what happens if I... Nah. When I touch brake, doesn't happen much because the wheels are, you know, wet tire. A little bit better. Definitely I can improve on that end, but without being the end, I think everything else is looking really good. You know, the end is just the point that I need to better. Now here you can do this with the ducks, then you go outside, so you can get a really good speed into this. Then you go here, try to angle it so you don't hit any of the ducks, and go straight into the end. Definitely if I could go right into the turn in that end, it will be much better, but I don't think that's possible. Okay, the middle. Ugh. I always get these unlucky times with the ducks. Okay, that would have been a little bit better, but I don't know if that's the strat, because I do see that I can hit a little bit of the turn. So here I can do this by hitting that, and if I got enough speed I can do this and do the turn. I don't know, but the left side doesn't seem to be faster to me because we are counter steering with wet wheels on plastic, which doesn't allow you to get grip, meaning that you will not be able to get any, and I mean it, any good speed on that turn unless you can get some type of angle, a specific angle that I'm not seeing right now. So yeah, maybe that's a strat. That is possible. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this a little bit better. We're already at top 5,000, but that doesn't seem to be as good. Most people want, so. Ooh. Well, I'll take this time while I'm doing this little grind to ask you guys, how have you all been? I know that I didn't post last Friday because I was, and still am, doing a little bit of a bigger video. And I'm still finishing the recordings of, of the video itself. I'm not going to disclose anything. But if you watched my streams lately, or even just passed around, you might have seen some stuff that would indicate what exactly I'm doing. But I'm gonna keep it a secret for now, and you're going to have to handle it, because the truth is, I'm not gonna tell you. The video should be out by Friday, and maybe I can get it to Tuesday, but I doubt it. I still have a lot of recording to do, and I don't wanna, do this too fast, so I'm gonna do some other like campaigns or some stuff. Red Bull, tournaments are coming to the end in Trackmania. We are getting really close to the end of the tournament, and that's, although it's good, it's still not exactly something that I should make content of, because I didn't qualify for anything. I was not playing the game at the time of the qualifiers, so I can also not, try to grind and get there, because it's no longer possible to do it. So it's fine, and I will do maybe some, other cars like this ice car and those stuff campaigns. I think it's pretty fun. Maybe I can do some black map AT hunt on the campaign. I know those maps are extremely hard. I have some maps that I'm like top 2000, 3000, and I still do not have the 80. And I haven't played the two last ones, because I only go forward on the last maps there if I do have 80 or gold. Unfortunately, I only have gold in them. They are really hard, and I've passed 1 or 2 hours trying to do some strats, and I really don't have the mind now to be playing those maps, especially when I see the skill gap being as high as it is right now. So I'll just try to get the gold one on the other maps, and maybe no, and then I will just move on forward. So I'll probably do that off stream or maybe on stream, but I will not be making any video about it. The other thing that I wanted to ask you guys is that when it comes to Trackmania, what do you guys enjoy? Is there like a specific Trackmania content that you would like to see, or they would like, for me to do that would be fun? Maybe something with the community itself. Although I don't have a big community now, maybe we can get a group of people that are watching this video right now and try to do some bingo stuff, or maybe, just straight up AT hunting on some maps as a whole, because I really am curious on what you guys want to see. Also, this map is making me a little bit annoyed because those ducks are extremely boring to hit. See? Yeah, I'm trying to just better it once more, because I'm not gonna lie, there has gotta be some strat that I'm missing, but I'm not with the brain to do that strat, because this is extremely not my type of map. Although the other ones were pretty good, this one is not as good as I think it was. No, I thought it was going to be, Usually the 5th map is the best map when it comes to, the more fun one, or the funniest one, and the more enjoyable one. But until now, I think that map 2 was the best. I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed map 2. And map 3 is also cool. It's short though. It's really short, it's normal. But, it's going to be a little bit different. I think it could be a little bit better the map tree. Maybe there's some road that I was not able to find there, and I'm willing to grind a little bit off stream or off camera on those maps if I find any trick on online, because I'm not going to be looking at those maps yet. I got other stuff to do, and I just really want to get this improvement here and move on into the end of this video, because it's going to be a really long video and I'm running out of things to say. So I hope I get this really fast. Really fast, I mean. Yeah, I might have to cut some of this stuff out, which I will not, because I really don't want to do a lot of editing for these types of video. I want you guys to see my reaction, and since I do not stream on the weekends, I'm not going to be doing it on the Monday, because Monday is not, is already a little bit late for the weekly shorts. Since they always come out on Sunday, I just prefer to, play them on Sunday. And okay, this is not a bad turn. Too wide, and then too short. So here out, here clean, here side turn. Oh, definitely get there. I don't know if turning there to the side. Maybe we got some duck jump. Oh, that might be something. If you can bounce on the duck and jump it to the other side, that might be possible to, get a better timer. But I'm not sure. I did this just to lower the speed a little bit, and yeah, maybe that's not the option. If you turn sideways too much, you're going to lose a lot of speed. Just a quick little note for y'all. And definitely I can just try to get a little bit better of a start, because if I do get a better start, we can definitely get this end, because the ducks are going to be in a different position. Oof, 360. Yeah. If you guys enjoyed this video so far, make sure to like and sub. It really helps me a lot. And right now I'm just trying to reach the goal of getting monetized on YouTube, and the main thing is I need 500 subscribers, which is right now on my eyes a lot, and I hope that I can get it soon, because of course if I can get some funding from YouTube, I can improve my content from editing to just overall stream background and other buys that I can do, some giveaways, and of course the most important of them all, spend some of this money on myself, because the truth is I need to start getting money from YouTube, but for that I need to first get better content. Yeah. But yeah, guys, it seems like I'm going to go insane on this map, and I might not be showing you because there's some stuff that I cannot say on YouTube. But the truth is, this map is really starting to annoy me. And I think I got it now. These ducks are so annoying. I really hope there's not something like a bug that you can do on the ducks or something like that I don't know, because they are annoying me a lot. Oof. That was not BB anyway. I did really get a good run there. I don't know how these guys made it so much better than me. Maybe they are definitely doing something that I don't know. Oh, so close. I'm pretty close too. We're reaching the 1 hour mark, and from the 1 hour mark in timer, it starts to be a little too long for normal YouTube. But I hope you guys are enjoying it anyway, because watching me stressed about these maps are something that a lot of people seem to enjoy. Yeah. If you guys want to know, it's about 3:30 a.m. where I'm at, and I am going, you know, mentally insane, but I cannot show you, so yeah, good luck. Maybe. I probably did something that I'm now not being able to do because I'm not doing the right line. What? Now just enjoy a little bit of the music while I try to do this. Well, once again. Okay. Ah, that's PB, I get it. I'm gonna take that. I really don't know what I can do better here, and well, that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you guys in the next time.